Hello, this is Tournament Expert Tech Support. This is Ted. Can I help you?
Hi Ted, this is Mike Field calling from Salem Golf Club in Salem, Ohio.
Hi Mike, how you doing today?
I'm okay, how are you?
Good, good. What are you working on?
We've got a round robin event coming up here in a few days, and we're new to the software. I've got the players in an Excel spreadsheet and I'm not quite sure where to go from here.
Oh, okay. Would it be okay if I connect my computer to yours and maybe we can work through it together and make sure that you got everything that you need?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm going to use Go to Assist, so just go ahead and connect to that and we'll take a look at it. Oh, there. Oh, that was quick. I can see your computer now. Is this a spreadsheet? You got the players in there?
I do.
Okay. Let's and I see Tournament Expert icon down at the bottom. Go ahead and open Tournament Expert and let's pull that information from Excel into our player list.
Okay.
And so let's use, there's, if you click on File and then Import, there's an Excel option. And I'd like to use the horizontal Excel import, if you would click on that, please. Excellent. And so we're going to match up the information in that Excel spreadsheet, and we're going to pull it in column by column. So I see that actually there's last first for column A, the index for column B, and the affiliation for column C, member number for D, and the team for E. That actually has been working out really well. So go ahead and let's put team with column E if you don't mind. Go ahead and drag that on there. All right, and then go to Excel itself and then highlight the information in those 5 columns. So starting with row 1, give me the 5 columns and just go ahead and drag on down. And select all of you. What are you doing? How many teams do you have today? So you got 96 players?
Yeah, 96
okay.
players.
Oh, that works, yeah. So go ahead and highlight those 96. Try not to get the extra rows there. Yeah, give that a whirl. Excellent. All right, and then once you've got that selected, then go ahead and click Edit and then Copy. And let's get the little ants walking around it. I see that you missed column E. We can go back and get that later if you want.
Okay.
All right. And then let's go back to Tournament Expert. And in the horizontal import, pull that window up and import for me, please. Okay, did you click the import command for me? Is that, try that one more time. There we go. Let's try one more time. Let's go ahead and highlight from column A to column E, and then from row 1 down to row 96. Thanks. That looks good. All right. And copy that, put it on the clipboard, go to Tournament Expert, and clear, click Clear so that there's nothing in the player list at the moment. And click Yes. And now, once again, on the import screen, click the import command. It should be an import. If you don't see it, there it is right there. Thank you. And then click the import command. There we go. All right. So in your round robin that you're going to be running, do you want to have it set up so that all the teams that have similar team handicaps are going to be playing together? You'll have the better teams in Flight A, and then the next teams in Flight B and Flight C and that sort of thing. Is that the way you're setting it up?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. We can help you with that. Let's bring up the round robin guide. You can close Excel. We're finished with Excel. Excellent. All right, and let's go to under Tools, select Round Robin. That'll bring up the Round Robin guide, which will help us walk right through everything that we need. And at this point, we've got the players. We've done step 1. We've selected you're going to have 6 teams in each flight. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. And so let's go ahead and are you comfortable that all the indexes that you pulled in from Excel are correct?
Not really sure.
Not really sure. I noticed that you have your a gin association, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and that you have everyone's gin numbers? Click in the player list, click tools, and then update player indexes. And let's go out to gin and let's make sure all the indexes are current. And what, are you gonna use current indexes for this tournament?
Yes.
Okay, let's click. And right now we have gin, we're gonna pull it from gin. So just click on update indexes in the player list. And what the system will do, let's see, are you connected? I know you're connected to the internet because I can see you through go to assist. Let's actually close Tournament Expert and reopen it so that it knows that you actually are connected to the internet.
Close Tournament Expert.
Yeah, go ahead and close it, Tournament Expert.
Good changes.
Sure, but it's gonna come up anyway. All right, and reopen Tournament Expert, and that way your connection to the internet will be recognized by Tournament Expert, so that we know that we can go out to gin and pull in any gin information. All right, okay, so let's do that again. Click Tools, and then Update Player Indexes. Excellent, and click Update in the player list. And now the system is reaching out to gin, sent all the gin indexes, and notice that the R's are showing up in the miscellaneous column. And that tells us that we refreshed that particular player because gin recognized their gin number. So now you know that the index is the current index. So we pull that down, so you can be confirmed with that.
Great.
Would you clear the miscellaneous column for me? Hover in the miscellaneous column, then right click and select clear column. These are column specific, so that looks good. And let's go back to the round robin guide. Let's do the handicaps now. Excellent. All right, so we're ready for the next step, and we're going to click on calculate handicaps. Go ahead and do that for me. Thank you. And is this the tee that everyone's going to be playing from? That
Yes, McDonald Smith.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead and click execute step 1, and everything will be calculated based on the 127 slope. So we're done with that. Let's go to the next step, and let's actually sort by team handicap now. So just click on that. All right, so now you can look at the player list and see that the teams with the lowest handicaps are higher in the player list than teams with higher handicaps. And the team handicap is in the miscellaneous column. So if you can see that. All right, and let's create flights now. So go ahead and go to the next step. Just click on that. And you can see now in flight A that you have 6 teams, A1 through 6. And if you move your dialog down just a little bit, you'll be able to see the next flight, B, and you can see it beginning. And let's confirm, so go ahead and grab your little elevator car and drag that all the way down in Tournament Expert. Let's look at the final flight, make sure everything worked out correctly. And it does. So you've got H1 through 6, and the highest teams are towards the end, the lower teams are towards the beginning.
Great.
Okay, ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do something now that I always encourage people to do. Go back to the player list and click File and Save As. Let's give it a name. So we don't want to have to redo what we just did. So by giving it a name, it'll be saved, and you can call up that information whenever. So just like the name of your tournament, member guest, or just something so that you know what it is. It'll be fine. Okay. Perfect. Click Save. All right. And now let's go back to the round robin guide. Let's go to the next step. And we've created the flights. Let's set the flight order. So this is, you have 8 flights. And so this is a recommended, just an example that you can use. And notice that the lower 4 flights are on the front side in round 1. And that the upper 4 flights are on the back side. And then in the second round, we flip. So and then the third round flips back the other way and back and forth. But even within each flipping, we also move the order of the flights within the course so that people don't end up playing the same hole over and over again. Is this
not always starting in 1 or 10?
Exactly. So is this going to work for you?
Yes, this looks
Okay.
good.
In that case, just click the red X. It's set. And let's take a quick look at the handicap order, at the match order. and see if that matches what you would like to do. In the first round, 1 plays 2, 3 plays 4, 5 plays 6. Second round, and you can change that to whatever you want to if that's of interest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but if you want to keep that, just click to that X. Okay, and a couple of other things. Let's click all shotgun starts, or do you have tee times, or?
No, it's all shotgun.
All shotgun. If you would, then next to the flight under step 8, next to number 1, click SG for shotgun. And let's set what you're going to do on the course. Since you have 96 players, you're going to need 12 groups on the front and 12 on the back. So just decide which 3 holes you want to double up on the front side and which 3 on the back side.
Okay.
Yeah, that is good, 12
Yeah.
and 12. And then let's give it a name. I see it says all rounds up there right now. So just click File and Save, and we'll keep that name, all rounds. I like that. That'll work. Because we are going to use this for all rounds. And go ahead and click Apply down the lower left-hand corner. Excellent. And I see that for rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5, the all rounds has already been selected. If it were not selected, you could have just clicked on that word and just click and drag all rounds and just drop it next to the other rounds, since you've already set that up.
It'll all be set up the same way then?
They'll all be set up the same way. And then that match order that we talked about just allows people to move back and forth. Okay, so let's do one other thing, and that is under step 9, let's print the flight summary. So that we can take a look, and this will confirm that everything's moving the way that you want it to. All right. In the upper left-hand corner, that's where you set when each match is going to occur, all your 5 matches. And I see you've got already for this Friday and this Saturday.
Right.
And thank you, by the way, for giving us a couple of extra days to help me out if something special needs to be done. We always appreciate that. And here are the flight names you're going to use. And let's go ahead and create, change how many flights in the report from 1 to 8. Let's do all the flights. And then just simply click OK. Let's take a look at the summary. It'll print it to Excel. And I don't know if I've told you, I've worked with you before. I think you called in last week a little bit.
Yes.
But when Excel and Word are busy, we tend to leave them alone because they like to, it's just sort of a thing with Microsoft products that they like to take control until they're finished. But I can see it's finished now, so if you would show us, let's click next and kind of go through each flight, and you can see, so we can see that each flight has the full information for the flight. So it shows who's in the flight, it shows all the matches for match 1, all the pairings for match 2, all the pairings for match 3, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so you see how that's working? And go ahead and close that. We got that information. And you want to take a look at the card signs to see what kind of card signs we can do for you?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and close that, and let's go back to the round robin guide and go to the final step, lower right-hand corner. And go ahead and click on print card signs. And let's change from how many flights in the report. We should change to 1 flight so that you can see the card sign, and then you'll see the idea of how that works. And then click OK. Thank you. That works. All right. What this card sign will give you, it's a fold-over card sign, and on the front of it, and actually on the back as well, is full information about where each pair has to go on the course and who they're going to play and what time they have to be there. So it looks like it's finished. Would you go into print preview? That'll allow you to see 1 card really well. Thank you, Mike. All right, so on the left side is the part that would actually be facing out so that your cart folks know what's going on. And then on the inside is what's on the right side. And there, people will know what their own name is, but it's there in case they forget.
Awesome.
And then it's got the information about each match, where they have to go, who they're going to play, what time they have to be there. So this might be useful.
Looks great.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. When you're ready, you can go ahead and create the card signs for all the flights, and then you can take care of that.
Okay.
All right, close this down, please.
My name is Mike Beal. I'm a PGA member with the Northern Ohio section, and I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for Tournament Expert. The company is in its 13th year now, and because of our youth, the software has been designed using Windows-based open architecture technology. Open architecture allows you to make decisions in the order that best suits the tournament that you're working on. There isn't a step-by-step procedure. The software doesn't tell you what to do. It lets you decide what you're going to do and when you want to do it. If you call our tech support, you will hear the phrase very often, there's more than one way to do it. And there is, and that's the beauty of open architecture. Tournament Expert is very user-friendly. The software looks like Excel. Many of you have probably used Excel in the past. Maybe you used it before using a particular tournament software. Imagine Excel with tournament specific commands involved. And we want to give you the ability to see the changes that you make. We want you to be able to see those without having to go to another screen or flip back and forth between screens. Tournament Expert allows you, again, as you're putting a tournament together, to think like a golf professional. You don't have to be a computer programmer to use it. That being said, we are committed to staying on the technological cutting edge. We do have the ability to create scoreboards up to 9 feet long, send live results to TVs and projectors. We offer online event registration and results posting to your website. So your members can go to your website, they can sign up for whatever tournament that they choose on there. They can see who's playing in the tournament, and they can choose to sign up for it or not. When you're ready to set the tournament up, you just pull that in from your website, drop it into Tournament Expert, and set it up. Throughout the tournament, as you're posting scores, your members can go on the website and they can see how the tournament is going, and they can see the results at the end as well. Our tech support is 24/7, best in the business. We have PGA professionals on staff who have had years of tournament experience, and our owner and designer of the software is also a former rules official for the Southern California PGA. So I would like to introduce Ted Coleman, our CEO and designer of the software.
Thank you, Mike. A couple of things I'd love for you to leave the room with today. On your table are some packets of just different kinds of scorecards, scoreboards, card signs. Our ability to do customization is unmatched. None of the other, I mean, we have ways and tools that are in program that allow you really to kind of, whatever your imagination can think of and you can create, then we can have these tools to get the information from our player list onto those scorecards and those card signs that you've thought up, and we help you put that together. You're never on your own with Tournament Expert. 24/7 really does mean 24/7. We are there to answer the phone. My greatest rising in level of comfort was when I hired Kyle Marshall to work on nights and weekends. I mean, I didn't have to do it anymore. It was great. I loved it. And then I found these wonderful people, Todd Berteman, who has a gift for being able to visualize and create all of these interesting kinds of scoreboards and card signs, and scorecards, and everything. So there's a staff waiting to help you if you decide to adopt Tournament Expert, and we would love it if you would. We are moving ahead technologically, and today we are announcing that we have the ability to post scores to the internet, and you can do different kinds of scores. You can do round robin. You can do all kinds of different stroke play, whether it's individual or whether it's team, and whether it has Stableford or if it doesn't have Stableford, and you can post that. You can do not only with the round robin, but you can post not only the flight scores, but you can post all of the horse race information. You can do match play on, you can post that information with drill down, so you can have that going. You can also do school tournaments onto the internet, and the final format that we're doing right now is Ryder Cup. So if you have any kind of Ryder Cup matches, you can do that. to the internet as well. And we give you the ability to have everyone sign up to the internet. Todd, do you have, are you set up to pull down to show the list from PGA West? Is that on your computer? Okay, so what Todd's going to show you right now, what you see in that box on the right there, he set himself up as a PGA West, which is one of our customers and uses internet sign up. And that list are all of the tournaments that they've entered that people are going to be signing up for. And so once they sign up for it through their website, then we go to that list. And as we point to each one of the tournaments, it shows who's actually signed up for it. And once we see the list, then we just say, flow that into our spreadsheet, into our player list. And so it's gone from people signing up to us seeing they signed up to directly into our player list, so that you can then do the handicap information, all the kind of stuff we did with the round robin here. Or you can do it for any other kinds of tournament. So we have that ability now to go to get people into the tournament, then to score the tournament, to get them out there with their customized scorecards, to customized card signs, and then to be able to score the tournament and post that information back to the internet so they can see it. And you can also, we're going to give you a URL. You can, on your smartphone, you can see all of the results. Not only at the end of the tournament, but during the tournament. So will be available very soon. All right. Anything? Anything I missed? Any questions? Yes.
Is that the video screen? If we wanted to show video like at our clubs, is that in the cloud or is that on network?
Well, you're seeing both actually. This is being run from, this is local, and this is coming from that computer right there. And it's running a round robin, this is a round robin leaderboard. And we have all different kinds of leaderboards for the different kinds of formats. And this can be run on, within your club. But this information over here is internet. And so you can do it both ways. It's your choice.
We got a couple other questions. Like, what were they?
Are you guys able to print on existing scorecards?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's facility scorecards. What you do is you send it to us. We take the dimensions, we put it into the system, and then then the system takes this and puts it right onto the scorecard.
And then what about importing like rental clubs onto like the pairings list or anything?
Sure. You mean like so you'd use one of the columns to show that this person needs a left-handed, this person needs right. Yes, you can do that. These columns out here, S1 through S4, are for your use. You put in there whatever you want to remind yourself. And so you can do that. That's what they're for. Question in the back.
For the round robin type we're showing, our code unfortunately uses half shots on those for 9-hole matches. Does your software, will it indicate half shots on the scorecard is only rounded up?
Yes. You can do either one. We allow you to do half dots or to do full.
Great.
Yeah, you can either treat it as half of an 18-hole card, or you can do half dots, so that the people with the odd handicaps, if he's 11, he ends up with 5.5 on one, 5.5 on the other.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Your payment plan, is it set structure or is it case by case basis?
Case by case.
And who do we contact?
Talk to Mike. He's our director of sales and marketing. Yep, absolutely. Any other questions that we can answer?
On there. What's our cost on this?
The cost on the system, $1,795 for the first year, and then $695 for each year thereafter. What? Yes.
Do you charge for the time when somebody calls in for help?
No. It's part of it, and it literally is unlimited 24/7. That's one of the major things we sell. Yes. Anyone else? Those great questions. Thank you. Do I need to turn the podium back to anyone? Is this the end of the meeting? We will be around. We will be around all day. And we're gonna all the card signs and scorecards and stuff that you're getting for the tournament, they came from us. And then we'll be around and we're gonna score the tournament, and we'll present it, wherever the gathering is. We'll be showing you the results on TV and doing that kind of stuff. all right? And also the final thing, just so it's clear, we are from, they're members. I have people from Ohio who are here. I'm local. I'm in Glendale. The international headquarters of Tournament Expert is just right around the block. You know, so we're a local establishment. All right. There you are. Thank you. Thanks for your attention.